Yo, 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 what is up, everyone? What is up? It is I, X112. Right now, what do I call it? So far, the deal is I have Arlechino guaranteed. That's why in the title I said like, oh, I'm gonna grind for a weapon because I'm like 60 pulls in. I already have no 60 pity. I'm 60 pity plus the 10, which is gonna be 70. And then I'm already guaranteed, so because I lost 50-50 at a random banner. I think it was Yaimiko. I tried pulling for Yaimiko but lost 50-50, so there's that. And oh yeah, I got some 4 standard pulls, so skip. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do dailies. I'm gonna do my dailies first, and then I'm gonna what am I call it? Oh yeah, I gotta. Okay, I'm gonna give that to Farina. Do dailies, and then I'm being dumb today. Dailies, and oh yeah, and then collect the Inazuma Electro, the Electro Onculus. Or you know, just look around for just chests in general. Since I have 5, I can just use one of these. Just get one of these out of the way. Do I need anything from here? No, I don't. I don't need anything from here. So, yeah, I am fine for right now. I have 13 pulls now. So, yeah. Okay. Give me a minute. You know what I'm gonna do? Okay. Well, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna pull up some, I'm gonna put some Deep Stone Lullaby. Just, where's the hour-long version? Where is it? Oh, here it is. Just why not? There we go. There we go. Just leave it at that. Oh, all right. Okay, I have to do this. Oh, do I have to do the coffee one? Okay, I have to do the coffee one then. The event is gonna be tomorrow again, so I'm gonna do that. Oh, wrong way. Oh, it's here. I got a thing. Latte, 1 portion of coffee, milk. Okay, coffee, milk, and then extract. Let's go. I'm ready. Okay. Coffee. I always forget where the milk is. There it is. And then this one. There we go. Okay. Actually, you know what? Give me a minute. I'm gonna lower down the music. There we go. I think it's too loud. Hang on. Where is it? I think that's fine.
Tea parties are a must for the well-mannered.
I think this...
If you'd like to learn the proper etiquette, I'd be happy to teach you.
There we go. This is fine. This is fine, actually. So that's part 1. I do wonder. Oh yeah, speaking of Destiny 2, I haven't watched the thing.
Strike a pose! Time to shine!
way for the... Quietly now. Shine down. Now you shall perish.
I'm gonna brute force my way here. Okay, yeah, I think the music was a little bit... Okay. I lowered down the volume on my end in headphones, so I'm gonna put it like here. Let's see. Okay, I really do think it's gonna keep it at that. Okay. Oh, these guys. I know what you guys are saying. Why don't I have the catch? And to that I say I don't have time, okay?
Busted. Things are about to get dicey. Inazuma shines eternal. Illusion shattered.
So yeah, I don't have the catch because I really don't have time. Because exams and everything, so that's gonna be pretty bad and everything. But you know what? You know what? I am trying my best. I'm trying my best. Alright. Listen. Okay, I'm gonna say this right now. I don't listen, back in my Destiny veteran days, I don't judge people by their loadouts, so you know, just don't judge me on my loadouts that I have on my characters, okay? I sometimes pull just because I like the character, not because they're meta. If I want to be meta, I play League. What was we gonna do again? Oh yeah. Okay.
Shine down.
Strike a pose. Time to shine.
Yeah, scatter. Make way for the...
Wrong button.
Quietly now. Here comes the catch. Now you shall perish.
Oh yeah, but I haven't done Abyss yet, but I don't have a second team ready to go, so well, here it goes. Oh la 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 la. Woo! Oh, actually, you know what? I might need this. Come here. Bro, I can't hit him! Don't they use your lawn? Oh, there we go.
Let the world collide!
There is no escape. Gotcha. Things are about to get dicey. Inazuma shines eternal. Erase all threats.
Easy. Wait, why is it not open? Oh, okay. I'm gonna do this first, and then. Oh, so there's two. Okay, there's three in total. I just need to find 2 more.
Let my name echo in song!
Scatter! Skyward! Stray cloud convert! Busted! Game's up! Thumbs up!
was easy. Let me quickly find the two more little ghost things. Oh yeah, there's a quest here. Hopefully it's Primos. Actually, you know what? Let me check if it's Primos. Or is it underneath? It's underneath, I think. It might be underneath. Or am I done already? Oh, I'm done. Okay. Memorize. Okay, it's that way. I'm gonna find chests and everything, so we'll see how that goes.
Add Astra. Thank you for Add Astra.
I usually don't have sadly, I usually don't have time to spend like the resin. But you know what? Maybe I'll try to spend them later. What was I looking for again? Oh yeah, that's right, the chest. Here it is. For those who don't know where this song comes from, it's from the raid Deepstone Crypt. I remember Deepstone Crypt was my second most like played raid. Number 1 being Last Wish, because I have like 20-ish clears on Last Wish, and 13 or 15. I can't remember. It's up more than 10 in Deepstone. Nope.
Gotcha. Illusion shattered. Yeah. Scatter. Skyward.
Oh yeah, that's right. There we go, yeah, there we go. There we go. And then... I don't get it. I don't get the whole puzzle thing. Oh, okay. Let me try this. Okay, so I need to do this. Oh, let me change a bit. This, and then like that. No! Ah! Is there another way to get in? I don't figure this out. This? Oh! Okay. Wait, I have Farina, so I don't need this. So this goes here. There we go. Oh, here it is. Like, all right, one more. What would the last one be? We already went through here, went through. Okay, up the, it's up there. You know what? You know what? I want to. Oh, okay.
Showing you strength! Yeah! Scatter! Scatter! Busted! Ha! Shine down!
Let the world collide!
Seize the skies! Things are about to get dicey. Now you shall perish!
Oh, that's right. I need to do this. Listen, it's been a while since I've done some of these. There we go. Whee! There you are. Wait, is it following me or what? Oh, there it is, yeah. There we go. What? No! Oh, wait, what? Where am I going? What the? There's another one? Okay. Oh, that's so cool. 10 and 10. That's cool. I get 20 primals out of this. That's cool. Alright guys, we're just gonna be passively just looking around Montaigne and just finding chests wherever we go, okay? Doesn't really matter, I'm not gonna look at the guide, okay? I'll probably take a break like somewhere in the middle so that way, because I want to watch the Bungie live stream because they were doing something big and I was like, interesting. I'll you have my interest. Listen, I may have stopped playing Destiny 2, but dear God, if it isn't my childhood. I spent like freaking 8 years with that game. Listen, there were a lot of lows, but Jesus Christ, the highs of the game were very high. You had to be there for some of the events. Especially raid races. Those were the biggest. Sadly, I was a bit of a burnout during the Forsaken time because I did play Vanilla and Destiny 2 Vanilla, and then Curse of Osiris and Warbind passively, but then Forsaken I didn't even bother buying the expansion until much later. So timeline goes. So here's the timeline. I went from 2015 Taken King, in the middle of Taken King. I got D2. I was in middle school, or D1, not D2, D1, Destiny 1. So I got Destiny 1. I played the vanilla, Destiny 1 vanilla. I was able to get access to only the Year 1 stuff, even the Vault of Glass one. Yeah, the only raid I was able to have access with the Vault of Glass, and even then you had to pay for that. And then I bought the bundle, the Taken King bundle, which was at the time $15, I think. So I was able to get both Dark Below and House of Wolves, along with Taken King. So I was able to do those 2 campaigns, plus Taken King, and ironically,
no purpose whatsoever.
Ironically, my first raid experience was actually a solo raid or solo run. I have it in my memory, but yeah, if you look at the timeline, Kuroda's End was my first raid completion. That's because I did it solo. And yeah, listen, back in the day, I was such a gamer. I would actually have meta weapons to even go in and output DPS on Crota. Or not Crota. Crota was mostly sword, but mostly on just the knights in general to get the oh no, yeah, because I had Raise Lighter for his shield, and then the sword, the regular sword for the Crota boss health. And then later on, I did my first ever raid experience with a group was Taken King.
This is an auspicious era for
Was it Taken
humanity.
King? Yeah, it was Taken King. It was Taken King, and then later on, I did Wrath of Machines. I will say this. Wrath of the Machines was my favorite raid experience since forever because I was still off the high of going into a raid with people, because back then I mostly played single player games, and then when I came into Destiny it was mostly because keep in mind Xbox Gold and stuff like that were obviously
The secrets
$10
of the
or
mechanical
whatever.
arts are too profound
So when
to convey in a few
when my
simple
mom
words.
decided to give me for my birthday
But
1
why
month
must the
of
listener grow
Xbox
weary
Gold,
whenever
I was
begin
able to
divulge
just
them?
use it and do the raids for both for Taken King, and then later on the next year for Rise of Iron. Like I said, I've done those raids once. In total, I think I've done them 3 times in total. 3 each. 3 Taken King, and 3 Taken King, 3 Wrath of Machines. Chrono's End, I got 10 or more clears because I did that
If
solo.
you are
And I will say this,
occupied,
one thing
perhaps
I do
we could
miss from
stop a
Destiny 1
while
is
at
that the
once
raids,
abode for
even if
some
you don't have
repose and
Xbox Live or
conversation.
PlayStation Plus, you could just go in. You just go in. But now in Destiny 2, even with the PlayStation, you need PlayStation Plus to even access the raid. Or even attempt to solo it. Because even the dungeons, I've done Shadow Throne solo, as well as the what's the dungeon called? The shoot, it's been a while. It's the one with the it's the Taken let's say 1, 2, 3. It's the third. Oh, Prophecy. There we go. The Prophecy dungeon. I've done that solo. And for those dungeons, the Prophecy and the newer ones, you need to have you need PlayStation Plus or Xbox Gold. And Shadow Throne, thankfully, was the only dungeon where you didn't need that. You could just plop in. Yeah. So after Wrath, I then did Vault of Glass, which is ironic, which is technically the first raid Bungie released. And then the Age of Triumph happened, and boy, you have no idea how much I wanted to find groups to do Wrath of the Machine. Plus, in the time frame of a month, because obviously whenever it's my birthday, I would get one PlayStation, one gold for that month, and then I can't find people to raid because either A, I was still a bit of a newbie, I kind of getting to the raid, or 2, it's either Sherpas.
Secrets of the mechanical
not Sherpa,
arts
more
are
so
too profound to
I had to
convey
be the
in a few
Sherpa,
simple
or
words.
I had to
But
I had to
why
deal
must
with
the
new
listener
players
grow
coming
weary
in.
whenever I begin to
So
divulge
yeah,
them?
Destiny 2. I didn't do the raid. First things. I didn't do any of the raids in Destiny 2 from vanilla up to the Forsaken Age, maybe Shadowkeep, around Shadowkeep. So from the big chunk of Destiny 2 vanilla to Shadowkeep, I didn't do any raids. When I came back to play Destiny 2 around the age of Dawning, the Season of Dawning. Season of Dawning is when I came back to Destiny 2, went on the grind, because funnily enough, I watched Evan's video on why The Last Wish was such an amazing raid. I decided to come back. Raid was fantastic. Bro, Vault was my favorite. But yeah, did Last Wish. I've done all the raids because, you know, I wanted to have that in my accolades. And then after Shadowkeep, it was Beyond Light, right? Yeah, it was Beyond Lights. I did kind of day one Deep Stone, I think. No, I didn't. I watched my brother try to do
Peace prevails
try
throughout
to
the land, and
day
all
one it, but
things are made new,
I couldn't do it
as
because I had no
buds in the
friends.
spring. This is
And
an
still have no
auspicious
friends.
era for humanity.
Or actually, I do have a friend, but yeah, it's not enough. It's not like a 6-fire team. And then no, at the time. Yeah, at the time, because nobody was playing Destiny 2. Until my friend from high school began playing Destiny 2. And I'm like, no, my guy, I just got out of Destiny 2. No. Anyways, like in my head. But yeah. And then afterwards, after the raid, it went as normal. I kept grinding. Oh yeah, and because it was Beyond Light, I actually bought all 3-4 seasons. I think it was Hunt, Chosen, Splicer, and then Dreaming City 1. Yeah, it was 4. So yeah, I spent like $40 on the seasons separately, and yeah, and then Witch Queen came out. I did the raid as well. I did day one it, but because of the problem I always have with raid teams, we couldn't get past first encounter. Not the beginning part where you just you know take the little hoverboard thing to the pyramid ship, but within the pyramid ship doing the puzzles. I remember on day one I had to hard carry my team. I hard carried. I had to be the one to go in out of the puzzles. You know, yell out the right coordinations from the left, right, and the middle. We were so many close calls, but some of my teammates would die like at the last second or just screw up on the combinations, and I was like, I can't split myself into 2, all right? Because it's like 3 totems and then 3 rooms. Like each the group is split up in groups of 3 and 3 groups of 2. One has to go in the rooms, tell about the symbols. I think it was in clock. I can't remember how it went. It's been forever. But yeah, it was a mechanic, and we couldn't do it because literally either my fire team just keeps dying or just input the wrong code, and I'm like, god dang it. And then after that, Lightfall, I didn't attempt it. I just watched Sweatskill's run. So yeah, in terms of raids. But in terms of like raids I've played like a lot, I played Last Wish a lot and Deep Stone. Yeah, because at the time I was able to I was able to get enough money, like in terms of allowance, to be able to afford to have like 1 month and use like strategically planned 1 month in the entire year to use it to do raids and stuff like that. So mostly in the summer. I will usually use my 1 month on the summer stuff. And thankfully, because my birthday is in May, I mostly just have to wait until like June and then plop the gold and then just play it there. But now I moved on to Genshin and League. So what was I gonna do? Oh yeah, that was a long ass tangent.
Quietly now.
Is there anything? No, all right. Don't care about you guys. I have to admit, I really have to admit, my days in Destiny 2 were really fun. I cannot deny that. If there's one thing I really did appreciate, well, it's the community. I still remember when Bungie decided to actually help out with a guy who wanted to propose to his wife. I don't know where they're at right now. And Bungie made an email for the couple. It was fun. It was fun. It was amazing. Yeah. I have a lot of stories to tell from my Destiny days. Although it's not stories of me in particular, more so what I've witnessed from the community. The best of the best and the lowest of the low.
Chest full of valuables and a trove of potential clues.
I've already done this quest, right? Yeah, I did. I'm gonna go here. Oh, there it is. There's the chest. It's very, very, very fun. Oh yeah, funny story. Okay, so here's the deal with my my skateboard. My brother decided because he's still on the grind in Destiny 2, but just like me, he's gonna quit the second the final shape raid releases because our tradition has always been expansion, wait for a bit, raid, and then we prep for the next expansion. So the deal, so for us, it's mostly just get get the expansion, play the campaign, and then the raid, and then yeah, we're done. So my brother decided to help me to get the skateboard. So here's the funny bit, because obviously you need PlayStation Plus. I had to play it on my PC, you know. Free to just a free network or whatever, and I was playing mouse and keyboard, and honestly, okay, funniest bit ever. When I was in mouse and keyboard, I could feel my brother like being so disappointed, like, why are you playing this bad or whatever, and whatever. All right. Now keep in mind, remember, I'm a veteran at this, so obviously when I was playing mouse and keyboard, I played like a freaking duckling. And keep this in mind, he's also like that whenever I play League, because obviously since I'm a new player in League and he's been at it for like a couple years now, like he would get angry that I would do misplays in League or whatever. So his persona from League transferred over to Destiny 2. All right, it was funny. Well, in the beginning it wasn't funny, but then my brother was like, just put on controller, like don't even try. I'm like, okay. I put on my controller and we just swapped personalities. My brother was the one dying, and I was like, what are you doing, my guy? You're not... Bro, let me get the champions, you dumb idiot. Bro, I have laments. I could get barriers. What the fuck are you doing? What are you doing, my guy? I told you, I got barriers. You're supposed to get on the unstoppables. What are you doing? My guy, stop fucking dying. What do you mean you're not... Ah! At that very moment, at that genuine frustration in the back of my mind, I felt kind of happy knowing that, wow, this is how it feels to be like literally literally like know what you're doing, or not know what you're doing, but I kind of have that sense of feeling of like, yes, this is my domain. You have no say in what am I doing. I've been at this for years. More than you, my guy. More than you.
Time to shine.
I was there. I was there during all the raids.
There is no escape. Inazuma shines eternally.
My brother didn't commit to Destiny until like actually Season of Dawning. Wait, yeah, okay. Okay, because we both shared an Xbox 360 back in the day, and an Xbox, the Xbox One. We had to share the Xbox One. I was mostly the one playing it. My brother was like he was playing a bit here and there. He didn't hard commit until Destiny 2 became free to play on PC, and that's when he first got his PCs on Season of Dawning. I still play Destiny 2 on the PlayStation, but yeah, he was, although he's as much as a veteran as me, he wasn't too committed or too into the game until like Season of Dawning. That's when he began to like start like being as an actual player. For me, at the very least, I've been at it for a long time. I knew the meta, I knew how things work, but around Destiny 2, when I was starting to waver down, I'm like, I don't care. Like, I don't care about meta. I just want to put on like armor that looks cool, because at the time we didn't have armor synthesis. So I'm like, I'm gonna put on raid armor because it looks cool. So yeah, I will say it kind of felt nice for a bit where I finally feel like an expert at something, because these days in my IRL life, I've been feeling like I've been lagging behind and everything, including Genshin and League. But at least I'm trying. I'm trying my best. I want to improve. So coming back to Destiny 2 and seeing my brother in a sorry state of how he played during some of the during the strikes, I'm like, I honestly I kind of felt like, yeah, I still have it in me. I still have it in me. Now, of course, after I told him off, I was like, he began playing good, but that didn't matter. It felt like we were equals. We were equal, like by the end of the strike.
What a pleasant surprise! Truly an extra slice of joy.
This is why I feel like I relate to him more. Sort of. Sort of. In a way. I will say one thing. Actually, no. No, never mind. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, I will say one thing. One thing I haven't done in Destiny 2 that I feel like I don't want to do, considering I have to grind for armor and weapons, is Grandmaster. I haven't done a single Grandmaster yet, but the only reason is because I do not want to grind it out. I could easily, I see Sweatcicle and other Destiny 2 content creators do Grandmasters, and I'm like, yeah, I could do that if I had the armor and weapons. Meanwhile, I'm like, I'm not grinding I am not breaking my head. I already broke my head trying to get my god roll for Ignition Code, and even then it's not even a god roll because I don't have slide shots. So yeah. Kind of ironic. I'm playing Genshin and I'm talking about Destiny 2. Something just never changed. This is okay. There's no primals, but oh, what's this? I'm gonna do this. I want to figure this one out. This one might be a long one. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna complete this, and then I'm gonna watch the live stream. Wait, how does this work? Is there? Oh. Okay.
There is no escape.
Oh, so I have to be fast. Do I have to be fast? Oh no, you just okay. Oh, I have to be fast.
Take it easy.
Is that it? Oh, that's two. Okay. Oh shoot, that's it. Okay. Oh, it's this.
Treasure.
Okay.
One way to draw
Fine.
your target out of hiding.
I need Marina. I don't get it. Switch back. Do I need this? No! What are you doing? Come back! Come back! Come back! Oh. Bruh, okay.
Strike a pose.
You buffoons. I hate you guys. Oh my god. Oh my god, why? Did it just stop?
Shower me with praise.
Why? What? What do you mean? What do you mean? Do you have to be quick about it?
May I present? Splendid! More interesting trinkets for me.
Alright, I'm missing one more. We're gonna find the last one actually. This? What is this for? Ow. Do I have to beat them up?
Let my name echo in song!
Scatter! Skyward! Stray cloud convert! Here comes the catch.
I know it does nothing, but you know what? Might as well get energy out of it.
Illusion shattered!
Yeah, this is nothing. Yep. 5 and oh, there it is. Boop. There you are. And we got it. There we go. What did I get? 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 Use. There. Actually, I'm gonna check my achievements. Barrel. Bro, did Genshin just... Okay. Okay, did Genshin just name a landmark just for Barrel? Let me see. Yeah, I remember reading the names of some of these places, and I found one that just said Barrel. Where is it? I can't remember where it was, but yeah, there was one. Can't see. Lift. Nothing. Oh, here it is! Barrel! Here it is! Barrel! Let's go! Barrel's in the game! Barrel's in the game! Ah, Barrel.
All the world holds dear is but a backdrop of constant motion.
I need some help. Alright, okay, I did the puzzle. I'm gonna check the live stream actually. Where is it? Here it is. Alright, it's been a while. It's been a while. It's been a while. Yeah, I want to know what's into the live. Does someone have it? Oh, here it is.
All right, hello everyone and welcome here to beautiful Bungie HQ in scenic Bellevue, Washington. My name's Andy and I'm gonna be your host today, and today we have the distinct opportunity to go ahead and show off some brand new stuff coming in Destiny 2 Into the Light. But fret not, I won't be the only one going ahead and telling you about it. I'm joined by 3 members of the Destiny development team who we'll go ahead and introduce here right away. Starting directly to my left, Mr. Tom Farnsworth, how are you doing today?
Great, thank you, Andy. I am doing great. I had coffee, breakfast on the way here. I'm a little ready to go. I'm excited to share.
Next live stream, March 26th.
The past many months. And
ironically, okay, you know what's funny?
I'm the creative lead.
Wait, hang on. Yep, no, it's yeah, that's Acheron's banner release date. So, actually, you know, it's perfect. It's actually perfect. I could, thankfully, also around that week, I'm on break, so I get to live stream as much as I want. So, what I'm gonna do is, okay, usually it starts at night, right? Or in the morning. It's mostly the morning. Okay. So, I'm gonna try to pull for Acheron, and then whatever happens, and then by 10 o'clock I should be watching the second live stream. So we'll see how it goes.
Into the Light. I'll be here with you the next few weeks to talk about it.
Looking forward to it. Yeah, we've got a lot of fun stuff in store. And of course, we're joined by senior narrative designer, Mr. Jerome Viernich. How you doing today, sir?
I'm doing great. Also had coffee
Nice.
on the highway while screaming at passing cars.
Quite a drive in as well. And for the folks at home who may not know you as well as we've had the opportunity to learn about you over the past couple days, who are you and what do you do here at Bungie?
I am a senior narrative designer, which means if you hear a character say it, or if you read it on screen, one of us typed it into a tiny little box at some point months before.
Dang.
Hanging out with Excel lots these days?
Absolutely.
There it is.
Tiny
yeah.
words, tiny boxes. That's me.
It's an important tool, obviously.
Absolutely.
And of course, last but very not least, one of the most deadly I've ever seen to rock the thumbsticks, especially in these past couple days, the one and only Mr. Noah Lee, activity designer here on Destiny 2.
Let's go.
Hey everyone, my name is Noah Lee. I'm an activity designer on Destiny 2 Into the Light. And I have the distinct pleasure of introducing us to Onslaught so we can
I just
see all the
realized
cool
Whisper
things
of
that we
the
have in
Worm
store.
behind him.
I'm a longtime player. I've been playing since Destiny 1. And
Let's go,
as a player
veteran.
turned dev, I'm excited to show off all the stuff we have planned. I'm just so excited to see what's
Awesome. Well, hey, welcome. You guys, thank you so much for taking time to join us. To everyone in chat, I see a lot of activity in there as well. Thank you very much for taking the time to join us today as well. But yes, today we're going to go ahead and kick things off by looking at Onslaught, which is a brand...
Oh, by the way, I also have the limited the pre-order of Kate 6. So from the when you bought the, if you pre-ordered vanilla Destiny 2, you would get a fidget spinner, which at the time was considered hip and young, and a Kate 6 figure. Now I didn't care about the fidget spinner, but I did care about the Kate 6 figure, and I still have it. He's right there, but I'm too lazy to change camera, so I'll probably show up later.
New activity coming
Like, I don't know, it's some other stream or whatever.
coming in Destiny 2 Into the Light. For those of you out there that are Twit enjoyers that have had a chance to go ahead and see what we've been posting the last week, we went ahead and released some key art last week that is now up on screen. You can see here, there's a lot going on here. So let's go ahead and just start. Tom, can you tell us a little bit about what Onslaught is?
Yeah, so Onslaught is a new three-player activity that's kind of the core of Into the Light. It's available to all
Public event?
all players.
Yeah.
And you can kind of see in this key art, like this is like a kind of aspirational view of what Onslaught is in game.
Yeah.
It's a new wave defense activity. It takes inspiration from a lot of modes we've looked at, like in other games and our games.
Yeah.
Throughout our kind of history, and you can see here you're in the last city.
Yeah.
And I'm really excited that our players are going to be able to, like, the Guardians are going to be able to hop into this space and defend the last city and eventually take the fight to the Witnesses' forces here. And you can kind of see. You got our three Guardians.
Bro, we were promised this back during Season of the Splicer, where I'm Lakshmi. Wait, Lakshmi? Yeah, it is. I think. Holy, I'm forgetting names. Jesus. Huh. Me being the lore master forgets literally one of the biggest reasons why the city nearly fell. Yeah, Lakshmi 1 or 2, I can't remember. Did she reboot? I forgot. Lakshmi. I'm gonna say Lakshmi. Yeah, Lakshmi decided to open a Vex gate. Weeks prior, we got leaks that we were gonna have to defend the last city of something, and sadly, it was a public event, and it was a bit of a just the Splicer like public event thing, but in the Scourge of the Past map. So yeah, reused assets, and I was kind of bummed. I was bummed. I mean, it was cool, but I was bummed. Like, it wasn't a full scale attack. Kind of like how if you read the lore books of how Crota accidentally opened a Vex portal in Oryx's throne world, and there was the armada of the entire Vex came in. Plus the Vex were there to be able to learn to build I forgot a mind. I forgot the name, the specific names of the type of the minds that the Vex create. But it was hang on. You know what? Actually, give me a minute. I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna look it up. It's been a while. It's been a while. It's been a while. It's been a while. What was his name? Oh, Quoria. Kyria or Quoria. Quoria. There we go. Quoria. Yeah, Quoria Blade Transfer. I was so mad. I was so mad Quoria was just a regular ass public I think it was a strike boss. Or not even a strike boss, a mission boss. I wanted Quoria to be in the raid with no, okay. So here was my expectations coming in Witch Queen. Okay. I will say this. You know, Valve Disciple, still an amazing raid. Rogue was peak. But in the back of my head, I kind of did wanted a raid of like the final boss being Zavathun, and then the second to last boss, you know, when you trying to prep to get ready to fight the real boss, it would be Quoria. Just like how in Taken King, you fight War Priest, and then Golgarath, the two daughters, and then Oryx himself. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I have look up my most popular video. Obviously, it's gonna be like Deft's edits, but then underneath it's gonna be the Taken King raid, no commentary. If you don't know the names I'm talking about, I put timestamps on it. It was War Priest, it was Golgarath, the two daughters, Iranuk and Halak, and then Oryx. I wanted something like that, but you know what? We still got something good, all right. We got something better, okay. Rogue wasn't like a stationary boss, so I'll accept that any day of the week. So
They're kind of ringed in defenses.
Yeah.
You also got like the pyramids in the sky.
Right, yeah.
And there's even some like kind of pyramid terraforming going on in the background
In
there.
the city itself too, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there it
There's
is.
a city, and there's a few other locations too, but maybe we'll talk about later.
Talk about that later. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you know, also too, Jerome, this is not the first time obviously we've ever had to go ahead and defend ourselves on our own turf, but never quite
he's a splicer.
like this before. Our heels are dug in. We're in the last city right now. Can you tell us a little bit more about what's going on here?
Absolutely. So, for the past several seasons, the forces of the Witness have been closing their vice grip around the Soul system. The Witness is inside the Traveler doing nefarious deeds, enacting the final shape.
Right.
Time is on its side.
Yeah.
Okay. Also another thing about the final shape, bro. I read the Book of Unveiling. I was so like interested in the concept of the final shape plus the Gardener and the Winnower. I remember distinctly when if you look back at my old stream when I was still in the Destiny mindset, I was so excited when they released the expansion names. So it was wait, let's say Beyond Light. Okay, no, it was Beyond Light. No, I didn't react to it. I didn't react to... Wait, actually, you know what? Hang on a minute. Hang on. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna go to my old VODs, actually. Let me check. Let's see if they ever announced the... Did they announce it? Lightfall... Did they announce it? Did they announce it? 30. Did they announce it? La 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 la. I'm trying to speak a lot because my brother I think is playing some copyright stuff like in the background, and yeah. Let's see. I'm trying to find if actually, okay, you know what? Best way to find out. Where was it? Where is it? I'm trying to. It's like, oh, where is it? I remember My Name is Bife making a video of... Oh, here it is! It was 2 years... Oh! It was 2 years ago, right? When was this? 2021. Oh, okay. This was during Beyond Light. Never mind. Yeah, I was hardcore on just playing. Yeah, I was hardcore just playing the Beyond Light and stuff like that. So yeah.
We have worked with ancient magic.
Oh yeah, what was I gonna say? I lost my train of thought. Yeah, so yeah, I was so excited when Beyond Light was like announced as the final expansion name because the entire time since the Book of Sorrows, like since Destiny 1 and all that stuff going on, like in the background, plus Zavathun planning everything and whatever the darkness is, and with the release of the Book of Unveiling, the final shape. Wait, the final shape was meant. I think the final shape was mentioned firstly in the Book of Sorrows, which is like way back in 2015. So when I heard when I saw the final shape like as the name for the final expansion, I was excited. You know, I was as a lore nerd, I was excited. I was excited, my guy. I was excited. It was I was like I was jumping up and down, being like, yes, let's go. We get to finally see what the final shape looks like. Ah, because at the time, I we had our concept of the final shape was that of the hive, which is essentially, you know, they literally just kill off everything until you have the perfect being. We didn't realize that the final shape was technically from, you know, the witness, and what its final shape was literally just a perfect, just no life in the entire galaxy, just everything just depleted. It's actually kind of like the Halo games, but you know, the Covenant knows what they're doing. It's like the Covenant knows it'll wipe out everything. So that's what the Witness wants, I think. Yeah, just no pain, no sorrow, no suffering or whatever. So yeah.
Esoteric rituals, bargaining with our old foes in order to send someone through the portal and establish a bridge, and we chose Crow.
Yeah.
Now, until he makes...
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, from these seasons in Lightfall, I have no idea what the heck happened. I do know bits and pieces, like something about Crow, you know, going into the portal and making a deal with Zavathun, talking with Aksha, the Leviathan, and what am I missing? Oh, and Riven. And Riven's whole, you know, story of her eggs or whatever, stuff like that.
Contact with us, we are back at home sharpening our knives.
Yeah.
Now, the Witness, of course, will do everything that it can to keep us on this side of the portal.
Understand.
Which means unleashing every bit of its resources, every part of its power against us to keep us pinned in the last city. So this is about breaking out and discovering new power, right? Sharpening ourselves, finalizing our builds, and getting some new toys so that we can face down the Witness.
That's right. And we're also getting...
Bro, I like the idea that we're still like hungry, like kleptomaniac, hungry, like loot guardians that just want to just like if we see just a god, it's like, ooh yes, new god. I remember watching that sadly the voice actor of Zavala, why am I'm like, hang on, Jesus, I am for, oh my god, give me a minute. Lance Reddick, there, Lance, yeah, Reddick. He has a very unique voice, and I felt so sad when he passed away. I was like thinking to myself, there's no way anyone could ever replace Lance's work on Zavala. So either they're gonna make Zavala sacrifice himself, or just, I don't know, like, and then when they brought in hang on. Why I'm forgetting names. Jesus, I feel like, oh, it was Keith David, yeah. So when I heard that Keith David was gonna was gonna voice act Zavala. I was like, really? So he's coming back to Bungie. Interesting. Because Keith David also voiced Arbiter back in the Halo days, so yeah. But still, rest in peace, Lance. Man, you were there during my childhood. Jesus. You can't. He was such a good voice actor. He was the GOAT. Anyways.
Getting some help from a tried and true sharpener of Guardians as well. Shax is going to be helping us out as well, right?
Absolutely. Where
Let's go, Shax. Let's go.
sees opportunity.
Yeah.
And he is going to be opening up his arsenal for us to.
Like I said, I have so many stories of Destiny 2. If you see me stop, pause on a video, I'm gonna go on a freaking tangent about like, oh yes, back in the ye old days of literally like just Destiny 2 stuff or whatever. And plus added layer that I'm also one of the lore masters. Like not the grand lore keeper like my name is By for Mylan Games, but I'm just like one of the lore masters, just there, just reading through the books to be like, yes, this is happening in the Destiny universe.
Enjoy. I think we'll hear about that next week, right?
Oh yeah.
And yeah.
What's sad is I wasn't able to get my lore keeper title.
He'll be your vendor, and I'm really excited for players to hear from him.
Awesome. As someone who spends a lot of time in the Crucible, it's always good to spend more time with Shax. Inspirational, to say the least.
Absolutely. At high volume.
Yeah, honestly, it's the best part of him. You just throw more grenades.
Oh,
Reminder to everyone.
Never go wrong.
May it be a hint to us all. And of course, Noah, there's a lot also too going on here. I see turrets, I see other activity defenses. Obviously, we're going to jump into some gameplay here, but before we do, can you tell us a little bit about what we're going to see when we dive in to play some Onslaught here live in just a bit?
Yeah, of course. So something that's really
I'll pause around the time when they get to the gameplay because I'm gonna go back to Genshin to grind out because this might be a very long video and it's gonna look like, oh no, it's Destiny 2 stuff, and I'm like, well, I gotta put back to Genshin to grind out for Arlechino's weapon.
cool about Onslaught compared to a lot of our activities in Destiny is, like Tom said, it's not an offensive, it's a defensive. Our goal is to defend the ADU, or Advanced Defense Unit, which allows us to build our defenses like turrets, tripwires, decoys, and the main goal is to make sure that that thing stays up for all of your waves that you're fighting in.
Yeah.
And if that goes down at any point, regardless if you're on playlist, normal, or on legend difficulty, your game will end. So the main goal is to keep your defenses safe, build them up, upgrade them, and try to get as far as you can.
Yeah, legend difficulty. Interesting. Already dropping some hints. I like what I'm hearing.
You know, I had to do it. And another thing, just really quickly,
Yeah,
we had a lot of learnings from some of our activities.
So essentially, it's just the weapons need to use here are ad clearing, and if they're gonna add in champions, oh boy, I'm gonna. Anyways, either ad clearing, hopefully it's barrier, so I can just use lament.
In the seasons like deep dives and the coil, where we know players like when we escalate difficulty over time.
Yeah.
So that's a key feature of Onslaught. You go from wave 1 to wave 50, each 10 escalating in difficulty, as we're going to see in gameplay, and that serves a really cool opportunity for players to test their builds. And
Yeah.
you know, the waves of enemies that we're fighting against are the whetstone by which we are sharpening ourselves.
Excellent. Yes, build crafters, you're on notice. Be prepared for what's to come. All right, well, I say there's no time like the present. We are seeing a lot of requests in chat for gameplay. I think we can go ahead and dive on in.
The Throne World.
Noah, would you mind?
I heard Throne World. What? What? Throne World? Throne World? I'm still mad that we don't have our own Throne World, even after everything.
Turning to your throne world briefly to go ahead and kick things off here.
My tithes.
Obviously, yeah, we got to get some tithes for the man himself. In the meantime, really quickly, obviously with Onslaught being a brand new activity, we're going to kick things off in a very different way. Can you tell us a little bit about what we're going to see when we go ahead?
You know what's kind of sad? I find it funny how Callus gives us our own trophy room, but literally, like, the game doesn't give us our own Throne World. That is so... Bro, do you know how much you can have with... Okay, you know what? Okay, I'm gonna stop here for a bit, okay? I'm gonna stop here for a bit. Bro, do you have, look, listen, Bungie, I know you're gonna be watching this because because literally just everything in between, okay? But, where's my teapot? What the heck is my teapot? Where is my teapot? Where's my teapot? Here it is. Bungie, have something like this, my guy. Have something like this. Come on. on, Bungie. Look. Imagine this. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna pretend this is my throne world. All right? Just. Oh, I forgot to collect these. I forgot. Okay, to be fair, I have been, I haven't been, working on my world, but yeah. Like, look at this, Bungie. You can do so much. Look at this. Imagine. We have an Oryx statue. No, even better. We have, we can have all the old weapons just on display, literally just right there, and you can. Oh, like no, you don't need to like what am I call it? Like make an actual model of the guns that we had in D1. You could just have it literally just painted on a wall or something, and the throne world could be like. Remember, throne worlds can be literally anything we want. All right, so like imagine. Like, so many ideas that runs into my head. Like, it doesn't have to be anything big. It doesn't have to be anything big. You can literally have just two empty spaces and just throw in some stuff, and there you go. You can have your own secret base in the throne world. And you know what's even better? The throne world, having our own throne worlds, fixes the continuity of dying in a dark zone, because you could literally just die in a dark zone. Ghost just runs away, and we could just get revived in the throne world, and then boom, there you go. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Yeah, like look, bro, just okay. I remember. Okay, so here's the thing. Story behind this teapot. I remember when I was doing the quest, and when Madam Ping said like, "Oh, I'm gonna make you a teapot so you can make your own world," and I'm like, "Yeah, that's cute. Let me guess, it's gonna be just a random level to just practice or whatever." Because keep this in mind, I still had that Destiny brain of being like, yes, the developers aren't gonna give us anything good, because considering Season of the Splicer and the possibility of having our own throne worlds, yeah, that's never gonna happen. And then when they gave us the teapot and all this happened, I was like, Bungie, what are you doing? What are you doing, Bungie? Look at this. Like, okay, I will admit, you guys are too thin. Like, okay. I will admit right now, you guys were too thin on employees, all right? Because after the whole layout things and whatever. But,
Good roll.
what about back then?
Maybe I'll take one more day off and knock out the rest of the work once I'm feeling up to it.
You know what? Okay, I'm not too mad. I'm just like, man, missed opportunity. That's a missed opportunity right there. But yeah. So yeah, if they're gonna make a throne world, like if they're gonna add in throne worlds in Destiny 2, like I feel like this would be a good basis to start to like what like how you wanna make your throne worlds, or better yet, actually, better yet, yeah, like there's different worlds here, so yeah. Anyways, like there's like different like like it doesn't have to be underwater like what I'm doing. Yeah. There we go. You know what? Why not? Let's continue on with the video.
And start things off.
Yeah, you're going to see it in the gameplay here in just a second, but Onslaught is about kind of establishing a defensive kind of like beachhead in these contested territories where we're like trying to claw space back from the Witness.
Certainly.
And we're going to see it in Midtown here in a moment. And so players start off with you and 2 other maybe friends you found that you play with all the time, or maybe you matchmake you in with, and you're going to push forwards with Shax's Red Jacks that you're going to see here. You'll establish a defensive area, you'll deploy the advanced defense unit, and you'll start placing defenses. As Noah said, there's turrets, there's trip mines, there's decoys. The decoys is our favorite little sweepy
That's
bot.
right. Yep.
And
back to help once again.
And you can upgrade those too. Like the way the activity works is you defeat enemies to collect scrap, which is our currency, and then you can spend that to deploy these defenses. And you're gonna have to be kind of selective. Like each of these defensive locations can move around throughout the. Here we go.
Oh, awesome!
We already got some action
already.
here.
Yes.
So we're over here trying to create a foothold for our ADU, supported by Shax's lovely Red Jacks. We know and love them. And as soon as we've cleared out the Elixni that are here, or the Fallen, our ADU's here. As we see, we got some batteries in tow. And
Bro, I think a good opportunity would be to add like ally like races. So you would have the Elixni and the Cabal helping out. Obviously, we don't have any alliances that I know of with the Vex or with the Hive.
this begins our first really interesting part.
Taken
of
and
this activity,
Scorn
which
are
is
off
our
the table
purchase
since
phase.
they're
Killing
just
enemies
pure
will grant you
pyramid of
scrap,
darkness.
Like you see in the top left, and we have 30 seconds to pick one of a suite of upgrades. We have tripwires that you can buy for 1,000, decoy, which is our lovely sweeper bot here, and
Or not darkness, but more so like just in the hands of they were created by the shape of the Witness.
turrets. I know people are very curious about turrets, so I'm just going to buy this first.
There we go.
But we have our lovely guests, Clayton and Ashley, who have helped create this activity in our playtest team. They're with me, helping fill out the fire team, and they're building their defenses.
It's always best to have some solid teammates, and also to for the folks in chat noticing some weapons, go ahead and observe everything you can possibly see on screen. Oh, it's okay. We're gonna have plenty of time to dig through those inventory screens, but in the meantime, yeah, chat is connecting some dots with the things they may have seen in the key art, but also too. So, Jerome, we're here obviously going ahead and doing this for a reason, right? The ADU is here for a purpose. Can you help us understand a little bit about the role that plays in the defense?
Is this the House of Rain?
Absolutely.
Oh, wait, that's House of Salvation.
Of the Guardians.
Interesting. Okay, I really wanna I feel like they might. I feel like House of Rain might actually just be off the world. So it's either gonna be House of Light or House of Salvation. So it's good. So for us, it's good. We're gonna be mostly fighting the House of Salvation later on.
Enter the portal to face down the Witness. Earth will be essentially undefended.
Yeah.
So it's important that we establish solid defenses now and claw back as much territory as we can in advance of our assault. I also want to just point out, I know we're not going to be able to look at it, and we'll see the weapons next week, but we've got some beautiful new lore.
I just realized this is taking place in the I forgot the name of the Crucible map, but it's a Crucible map. Oh no. Oh well, you know what? It's fine. It's fine. This is the best way to use reused assets or reused maps. That's that's a fine way to reuse them.
On those weapons, and so any of those lore hounds, make sure you check out those tabs.
Yeah, it's
sure.
We will be only maybe looking at whatever happens to show up on the stream today, but yes, this is the Brave Arsenal, as it will be known. Players will get a chance to go ahead and be more intrinsically involved with this. We'll have more information on that in the coming weeks. But
Interesting.
yeah, for those out there that are observing maybe some previous Guardian favorite weapons out there, worry not. You'll have lots of information to learn over the next coming weeks.
But yeah, I want to kind of get started on kind of what players have been seeing since we've been talking about activity as a whole. As we're able to see, like, the ADU has a health over its head right here, and we have enemies in waves coming to try to defeat it. If you've been paying attention, we have high-value targets that are mini-bosses or elites called saboteurs, which drop these repair batteries. And for other attempted players, we can see that there are champions involved. So, bring your champion weapons. Make sure that you are well equipped for this. We have different waves and different augments like we're seeing on Wave 3 that demand your immediate attention. We know Destiny players like to run and gun, so we try to get you out of the space of the ADU sometimes so that you can kind of do those objectives to make sure that, oh yeah, I can explore Midtown and all these other spaces. when we have the other maps that you see.
Yeah, Crucible enjoyers know this space pretty well. It'll be a chance
Yeah.
for everyone to go ahead and check it out. But also, too, actually, no, thank you, Noah, for checking that out. Obviously, the pyramids have been busy in here helping to go ahead and mount this offensive.
Yeah, I think they have an eye for decoration.
Yeah, honestly, they're doing a great job. I got to give them credit. They keep it consistent. But Jerome, these are pyramid ships in our own backyard that are going to go ahead and just try and terraform the city. Or can you help us learn what's going on here?
Well, they don't have to do anything. I
Yeah.
mean, the Witness is doing what it wants to do, and if we don't
Yeah.
stop it, then it's game over.
Yeah.
So they really just need to keep us pinned. The Witness is inevitable. There's no way we could defeat every one of the Witness's soldiers.
Right.
There's no way we could,
Oh yeah, and also new lore revelations came that the Cabal and the from who were commanded by Callus aren't actually Cabal, more so like I think mind controlled puppets or something like that, or clones. So yeah, so the Cabal under the Witness are clones that follow orders. The Taken are first made by Oryx, but technically, the Witness, shared Oryx that secret power, and then the Scorn because of the influence of the Taken energy from Riven, in which Riven, gave the wish to, or, like what's it called? Like what's it called? Granted Crow's wish in resurrecting both the Fanatic and Scorn to become like immortal, and yeah.
them one by one.
We'll try.
We have to deal with the Witness head on.
Yeah.
Inside the Traveler.
Yeah.
And we'll do that soon.
So also too, obviously getting to go ahead and send players away from the ADU is pretty significant when it comes to accomplishing all of the tasks in front of you here in Onslaught. But Tom, can you tell us a little bit about the defenses as well? Like I think we see some trip mines up already set and ready to go.
Yeah, you can see the horizontal beams. Those are trip mines. As you upgrade them, the colors will change. You'll be able to deal more damage and kind of fire off more
Trip mines get more charges.
Yep.
And they get more in size. If you upgrade it, you'll go from 1 trip mine to 2, as we see here, which is really nice. Tom can keep going.
And then we've also got the turrets. No, I
Bro.
can show off a turret in a second.
Oh yeah.
Those as well. When you
Oh, yeah.
get
We need
upgrade those
blinding
2, 3
nades, and
levels
we
as well,
need,
they change
uh,
color. They deal more damage. They get more
Rockets
power.
would be good here.
Fire rate increases actually also.
Yep, and then we've also got Sweepy Bot, who also, those decoys, mostly just gain health.
Sweeper
Change,
bots.
Color a little bit. But the idea here is like each of these defensive locations, we're going to kind of randomly pick defenses for you to deploy, and it's up to you kind of to make the best choices and use your limited resources, the scrap that you're collecting, to make the best choices there, because you're not going to have all the currency you need right off the bat to of course deploy everything and upgrade everything. You're going to have to be like, no, maybe we want this turret, or maybe it seems like enemies are coming more from this direction. Maybe we should have these trip mines.
Right, yeah. Let's focus our attention and abilities maybe in a different direction. Let the trip mines and turrets do some work in a different direction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something I want to bring up is we actually have a bonus objective going on right now.
Okay.
We have secondary objectives that occasionally appear in waves, and this one is just to complete the wave within a certain amount of time. And if you complete that while you're defending the ADU, you got to make sure that's alive. You'll actually get a reward, which is a heavy ammo crate that will refill your ammo.
Oh, that's
you get
cool.
higher up in the waves, and you get more difficult enemies and like larger waves of stuff. Like that is definitely something you're going to be trying to get.
Yeah.
And that kind of ties into the team coordination you can do. Like if you have a good team in the higher difficulties, you're going to need a little bit more coordination. You might need somebody to go out and do the augments, and somebody to go out and do the critical objectives.
Yeah, and
Oh,
so
I'm
just to
seeing
make sure comments
champions.
this isn't
Well, at
the
least
ADU
it's
we're gonna
barrier,
use.
so I can just use
This activity
laments.
moves around the map.
So as Noah said earlier,
Oh, yeah,
there's 50
can you change
waves
weapons
in
mid-fight?
our
That's the
challenge
question.
Version of this activity.
Okay.
There's a playlist version, which is just one location. It's easy, quick, fun to hop into. You do 10 waves and you're done. And then there's the challenge version, which we're showing here. So there's 50 waves or 5 sets up to 10 waves.
Yes.
Is how we like to talk about it. And with each of those sets of ways, we move around the map between 3 different locations.
Okay, got it.
And so you'll start at one ADU, you'll defend it, you'll take the fight to the Witness for a little bit, you'll come back, and then you'll build up defenses more, and then go fight a boss.
Yeah, which is what we're seeing as well right now.
Simple.
Like we're on board a pyramid ship now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is one of my favorite phases. Where
This looks
instead
like-
of
this
defending
just looks like
ADU, we
the
take fight
strike
to them,
from Witch Queen.
And as you see,
I
we
forgot the name of
cultivate
it.
a spark of light, and it's time to run it down. destroy the Witness's lieutenants, and do a fun backflip. Let's hope I can pull that off.
Do the backflip.
It's important. If you don't do the
Wait,
backflip,
let me
chat's
see
going
it.
to be very upset. I can already tell.
Very.
Here we go.
Look at that.
Here we go.
Oh,
You
that's.
make it look so easy, Noah.
Because I'm just good.
He is good.
I can do that. I can do that. Give me.
We're also on the first set of waves. So.
It's gonna get a little spicier.
I can do
The
that.
first two waves
Listen, I'm a
are-
hunter main. I can do
are,
that.
they're kind of like the training wheels.
Right, yeah. Because you were saying, too, there's a 10-wave version of this and a 50, was it?
Yes, there's
Yeah,
a 10-wave version
that's
called
right.
Onslaught Playlist.
Okay.
If you're in for, you want to be in for a short session, I think that's definitely the place for you. Onslaught, in our experience from playtesting, is really easy to lose track of time and just kind of keep going. You can always be like, just one more wave, a few
Raids.
more, a few more sets, and then you're like, dang, it's been an hour. Like, it's actually crazy.
Hour?
Noah, I got
Bro,
a
that's
question
that's
if you don't
almost
mind.
like.
How do you decide whether
That's
to
almost nearly a league
unlock new
match.
defenses or upgrade the ones you've already got?
So it really is a risk-reward thing. As we're seeing, like, when you upgrade defenses, they will exponentially increase in price, which means that you have to make a decision every purchase phase, like, do I want to save my money to potentially upgrade something down the line and also hope that that defense, lives long enough to be upgraded? Or am I just going to bite the bullet and buy something now that can help me immediately? My strategy usually is that in the first few waves, I will not buy anything to just save up for later, and usually my teammates will do something.
Yeah.
That's where communication comes in. If you just do that by yourself, I don't think your teammates will be very happy with you.
Oh yeah. Okay, I will say.
Always keeping comms crisp.
Even though it's what do you call it? Even though League is a very toxic place, that is okay. That is, I will say this, at the very least, you don't have to hear the angry voices. All you have to you do is just turn off chat. But in Destiny 2, you better play your damn wellest in raids, because you do not want to screw up a mechanic. And it's easy to screw up a mechanic. Well, with some raids, like Garden of Salvation and I don't know, maybe Val? Nah. Like Garden of Salvation is like the prime example of it can be easy to screw up a mechanic, but yeah, they'll get angry at you if you screw up.
Is very important, especially to get those higher difficulty levels. Because we're just in the kind of the fledgling waves of this right now. But yeah, when we were doing our playtest yesterday, things got crazy in a hurry. I hope we get to see some more of the craziness we saw yesterday. But I don't want to spoil anything for chat. Obviously, there's plenty to be discovered in this.
Something I neglected to mention, which we've been doing this whole time, is the ADU batteries will actually heal it, kind of similar to like Forges in the Black Armory from my real vets out there.
Yep.
And the ADU, the enemies are naturally compelled to come over here and attack it. They'll shoot it, they'll knife at it. But also, if there's any enemies that stay in the radius of the ADU, you'll see it'll turn red and damage will start to tick. So that's when you need to throw your ADU batteries in there, and you'll get scrap for that. But if your ADU's full on health, you'll actually get 3 times the amount of scrap. So it's in your best interest to try to keep it as healthy as possible, because you might be able to snowball your defenses.
Interesting. So especially if you're really pushing for those later levels and like the 40s and 50s, maybe it just behooves you to hold on. For the levels 50s, or so, let your abilities and weapons do the talking for a little bit.
50s are no joke.
Boss.
Oh my god.
There we go. We got one of the bigger mobs on the way.
So yeah, here's one of our augments.
Yeah, these are one of the bigger
Demolitionists.
ads.
We get these huge ultras that come in and just they're.
I say
beeline for the
super,
ADU.
super
Since
1
on the
and then
first
super
wave, they're
2
not that
on the
difficult, but
second,
I promise you, wave
second
40, wave
boss.
50, these guys are tanky. They require a lot of attention.
Wait, if they're gonna be like
Like I
if
said,
they are like
that guy.
fallen from
Preparing
House
for this
Salvation,
moment.
they really
Also, too, actually, let's talk a little
they
bit
should
about
add in
prepping. What are
stasis
you
then.
running right now?
Let him
So
use
I'm not,
stasis.
I'm not treading new ground here. I'm a Night Stalker by heart. I got my Gerfalcons on. We actually, off screen, we're figuring out how it's pronounced. But Gerfalcons, everyone, so anyone who mispronounces it, that's how you say it. Doing that, I love Buried Bloodline. It's a great weapon from Warlord's Ruin. I love the Catalyst. And, I'm just doing that because we might see some Tormentors, who knows? And I like precision when we're doing that.
That's a different.
rockets
Okay,
aren't
that's a
very
different
See,
layout.
over the past day or so, as we've been getting prepared for the stream, I'll admit my jealousy for Buried Bloodline has only been growing. I'm a big fan of Graviton Lance. We get along very well. But I got to say, the precision that you've been getting out of Buried Bloodline makes me upset that I haven't just gone ahead and buckled down and gotten the farming done to get that thing unlocked, honestly.
Yeah, great. So as we see, we are actually in the pyramid again for the boss. We're taking the fight back to the Witness's forces. And this brings up a really interesting part of all of the boss phases, where instead of having immune
Bang of
shields
the
or immune
Witness.
phases, we have different augmentations that allow you to increase your effectiveness against the boss. So for example, this one is augmentation well. If you stand in these wells and defeat high value targets, you will actually deal increased damage to the boss for the rest of the fight. That's something, because these are meant to be kind of like victory laps, like you've survived against the ADU, it is time to just, you single-mindedly take down the boss.
Yeah.
So
Also, too,
it's
actually,
like
really quickly, Tom, so I know we
caretakers,
touched on there being, 10
the
and 50
caretaker,
versions, but,
well,
we got a question
okay,
in
that
chat
makes sense.
from Tirkinator. Is it random matchmaking? Do you get to bring your own fire team in? Both?
So playlist is random matchmaking, or you can bring your fire team in,
Yeah.
and then I believe the challenge modes, of which there was a normal version and like a hard version, which goes
Yeah.
up to GM. I believe that the normal version is match made. We can correct on socials maybe for the second one. I don't think it's match made.
Yeah, it's gonna be like Nightfall and Raids.
Cool.
There's no
Yeah,
matchmaking, I
obviously.
guess.
And honestly, too, it never hurts to bring in your own GM crew if you're pushing 50 waves.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. If it gets really hard, then yeah, you might have to bring in your Grandmasters team.
You're gonna have a much better time.
Sadly, I don't have one,
Also, too,
so
actually, while we're kind of
whatever
on that
happens,
subject, I
happens.
remember
If I ever find a Grandmaster
you
team,
know,
I
kind
think
of
that
one
I'll
of
be
the
set
goals, I think,
for
from a design standpoint
I'll
you're
be set for
mentioning was
that.
It's kind of just easy to get lost in this activity. You know, the combat sandbox that Destiny has. Sometimes you just want to throw down and just test new builds, go crazy, and this is something that really seems to facilitate that.
Yeah, you might even feel it on the stream here as we're going to go deeper and deeper here. Like we've defeated the first set now. We're on the second set. We're at a new defensive location you can see here. That's near the river walk in here, and like yeah,
We're going to break the fourth wall. We're developers, so we were able to change it to our other faction. It's not always going to be Fallen. We have the Hive that were shown prominently in our poster art.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, for the more keen eyes at home.
Yeah,
you have
Hive.
noticed that behind the scenes, the faction has changed.
Yeah, this is
when
Zivorath's
Jerome mentioned it earlier,
hive.
Every single one of the
All the Lucent hives are still
It's gonna go ahead
still
and be a
in
part of this fight,
Zelda's
potentially.
Strong World.
Or which ones are they, rather? Or if you don't mind me asking, I should say, Jerome. This is your.
Yeah, we've got Fallen and Hive are going to be pressing the last city, but the Taken are definitely active elsewhere.
Yeah.
They're sort of the
Really?
They're being marshaled for other purposes.
Interesting.
Wait,
Other
what?
elements of the seasonal story are yet to be revealed. We'll let that obviously.
What? Hold up! What's going on? What are the Taken doing?
Jerome, when also too.
What are the Taken doing?
You know, obviously, kind of helping us realize what the Witness's mission is. Like, what was kind of some of your inspiration as you kind of looked at this activity and the opportunity it presented to the narrative team?
We always start with the characters, like the emotions of the characters, from their perspective, how they would see things, how they would react.
Certainly.
And so that's what made Shaxx a natural fit for this. It's such a gear-focused activity. It's
Also, this
so
takes place in the Crucible map, so Shaxx would
We
obviously
needed
be
a
in charge of
voice
this.
that matched that level of intensity.
Yeah.
And so that's where we came up with Shaxx.
Yeah, Shaxx is like the perfect hype man
Honestly.
for this, right?
It's so great when you get later in the rounds and he just kind of makes you feel like you can keep going.
I mean, that's his goal, right? The Crucible is not a forgiving place, and he's there bringing folks in every single day that he possibly can. So
He's been
it makes
preparing us for this. That's what the
Yeah.
Crucible was for.
No, and that's
True.
what you look at this. The Crucible is preparing.
back in my- no, joking.
fighting other Guardians to sharpen ourselves to fight a war. And this is just fighting a war.
Yeah, honestly, this is what we've been sharpening ourselves for. You know, this is that moment. Also,
Yeah,
too,
except the
that
problem
theme,
is some of the weapons
we got a
used in
question from
Crucible
Cozy
is not
Spark
going to
in
be
chat. Are there any other weapons that are
do
coming
well
back?
in
As a
like
quick reminder,
high tier
this is the
PvE
first of
content,
actual
like
threes. There are
raids.
actually 3 streams as well. So next week we're going to be talking about that. So make sure and mark your calendar and tune in then. Today, this is just a taste of Onslaught and kind of a first look at what's to come in the brand new activity. Joining us with Destiny 2 Into the Light.
I'm out of money. I'm broke. No.
All out of scrap already?
Yes. I bought one thing. I suppose I spent it all on these 2 turrets, which have been performing pretty well, actually. I'm a person, I prefer to upgrade a few things because their effectiveness is much more heightened when you upgrade it. So I feel like if you all pool your resources to make a few traps really good, that might serve you well, but who knows? I know when you do Legendary and you're in GM, you're really going to need those defenses to help you out because those enemies are powerful and they are focusing down your ADU unrelentingly.
Yeah. All right, so we've touched on there are 3 different defensive tools at our disposal between the turrets, the trip mines, and obviously the decoy sweet bot. And those are upgradable, if I remember correctly?
Yes.
Correct.
Cool. How far do those go? Like what level? Could it be 3? Awesome. And as I understand it too, there's a pretty steep progression as they go ahead and continue leveling up. That scrap really ends up being worth
They
it.
become more expensive, but yeah, they also like it's not like a linear progression. It's more logarithmic. They kind of jump up and power.
Logarithmic.
But you got to keep
Yeet.
it safe too, right? The enemies, like you might get an augmentation where like one of those big knights or big fallen captains comes in and just smashes them.
Yeah.
And so you definitely want to try to keep the space clear.
Yeah, a brig drops in from low orbit and
That
just
happens.
smashes it into bits.
Yeah.
It's been known to happen. Who knows?
Now, in that instance, if one of your defenses is destroyed, do you repurchase it at level 1?
Yes, you have,
Yes,
you
you have to
lose that.
repurchase the
that-
Oh,
that
wow.
progress.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things you have to watch out for with trip mines. You know, like I said, they have charges, and they will just, they will go out on their own. But that's why they're so cheap. You're going to have to rebuy them once you run out of charges.
Yeah, and also I think I saw a question in chat. I missed the name, so apologies to whoever asked this. Is scrap individual or is it fire team wide?
So we've got an interesting way of doing it. So the fire team earns scrap together, but you each get to spend individually. So you can't mess up your fire team mates by like overspending. You've got your own little stock, your own little wallet, purse of scrap to spend. So you can coordinate if you want, or you could just spend how you see fit to help the team.
Yeah.
In general, like anything you purchase is going to help.
Yeah, as someone too, like in the past, I played, personally.
Unstoppable.
When it comes to the,
I
upgrades,
don't
imagine what you
like
were saying is pretty
champions.
logarithmic.
They
Is there a
are
feeling of wanting to instead of getting 3 level 1 turrets.
I
3 level 1 turrets, get 1
legitimately
level 2
have
turret,
to
for
like
example.
physically
Is that
like
power gain kind of the one you want to
use
be chasing if you're
weapons
pushing those higher levels.
of
I think it's
just
definitely valuable to do that as long as you can keep it safe.
Absolutely.
Right? It's
Yeah,
like-
fair point.
sometimes it might be better to spread out the
That's true.
the damage, but like a lot of that's going to vary, like which augments or which enemies are coming in.
Yeah.
And you're not going to be able to control that. You're just going to have to react. Like it might be.
Yeah.
This might be an easy wave of just some thrall.
Yeah.
But it could be a bunch of exploder shanks too.
Yeah, we made sure
Tom,
to
who
do
would put a bunch of
diversity.
exploder shanks into a wave? Who on Earth would possibly be responsible for that?
You can blame Noah. You can blame me for drop pods. You can blame Noah.
I've done a lot.
Everyone who spoke
I
to their
did spikes
therapist about
and
Cabal drop
coil,
pods, you go ahead and charge that directly to Tom. You can follow him on Twitter right now.
Oh no.
Yeah. Noah, Jerome, out of curiosity too, when it comes to kind of the seasonal story and where this fits in. So again, we're digging our heels in, fighting against the Witness,
All right.
just sharpening ourselves. The next step pretty much is just to go ahead and hold out for as long as we can in preparation for that next battle, I'm assuming?
Absolutely. We're waiting for Crow to essentially build a bridge. In
Oh yeah. Okay, I was right
help
with
from
Crow.
Osiris and others, and so it's really the universe is on Crow's shoulders.
Yeah.
And we couldn't imagine anyone better suited for the task.
Yeah.
Crow has come a long way in a short amount of time.
Yeah.
And I think
Crow
deserves
Hunter Vanguard,
an
guys.
opportunity to show what he can do.
Yeah.
And I think he'll come through for us.
Still has uttered one of my favorite lines. Yeah, we went ahead and chased him into the astral plane. Well, I just shot at him until he ran away, but your way's better. He's earned his spot. He's ready to go, obviously. All right, Noah, where are we at? What are we looking at right now?
So right now we're looking at one of our waves. Like I was trying to say earlier, we actually have a wide diversity of waves. Like as we've seen with the Hive and the Fallen, that it's not just fighting acolytes and thralls every time. We have different compositions. So this is a
Hey,
wave
yeah,
full
Deep
of
Stone Crypt
exclusively ogres
machine gun.
and Cursed Thrall. Cursed Thrall are nice because it allows you to chunk the ogres if they're grouped up.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they're Cursed Thralls, and as we see, they are just booking it straight toward the ADU.
These ogres
Yeah,
seem
but
very
once they get
dedicated to their
close,
task
they're
every
like
day,
already
honestly. It seems like within a
begin
millisecond, they're just
walking.
lighting up anything they can possibly see.
Yeah, I think they're very
In D1, they
dedicated,
just
to the Witness,
they
and,
don't
I
run,
think
they
they're
just
also
walk.
Cursed.
But yeah,
They're just
in
doing what they
D2
know.
they
I'm
added
not
in the
brave enough
running
to say that
mechanic.
to an ogre's face, but I respect you for being able to do so.
So we're seeing another bonus objective here, actually, which is there are going to be pyramid splinters that spawn. That's a great. Now, where are
I think
they?
there's one up behind you, Noah.
Oh, right here. Look at that.
Oh, there they are.
And then if you keep following it, kind of leads you away from the space, and can't find my this.
There we go.
We're able to get heavy ammo, which I desperately needed because my berry bloodline is out of ammo.
That's right, I never heard
So there's tension, right? When those splinters lead you away from the ADU, right? You need to kind of have split your attention in two directions.
Yeah, that's the thing that we were really wanting to index on. So for these critical, not critical objectives, for these augments, they kind of incentivize players to like leave the ADU and kind of have roles. As we see, we got splinter mines and you have guards that are guarding them. We have Clayton and Ashley doing that for me while I defend the ADU. And that kind of means that you have less people defending. Like the wave is still coming towards you, but there's things you have to do, and those distractions, which aren't really optional, are kind of what gives you that tension and kind of allows for interesting build crafting decisions. Like, that's something I kind of wanted to go into, something that excites me as
Yeah.
somebody who's kind of seen how our seasonal meta kind of develops with things like Strand Titan and Solar over and over.
Yeah.
I'm interested in seeing if interesting things come out of like Onslaught. You're not trying to stay alive yourself, you're trying to keep this ADU alive, which is a object completely separate from you. So like it's
Oh yeah,
gonna be useful.
oh yeah,
We're
I'm seeing there's
seeing,
no
Axe's
token,
Arc-
so I'm guessing
she's using
it's
Arc Sources to prove to be really useful
replayable.
against the Fallen. Like, is
Yeah.
Risk Runner going to be something people want to use? Trinity
Yeah, there's no
Pool,
token, so we
Sunshot?
could like
Oh,
We're gonna
die
we're
as
gonna
much
get
as
that
we
happening.
can,
yeah.
as much as we
So also,
want. I
too,
mean,
for
when it
themselves.
comes to the build crafting element, I can probably imagine when you're doing the GM difficulties, like it's not just your own build you're worried about, but making sure you have that communication across to your team, across champion mods.
Though then again, I
across,
feel like
element types.
the
Like, there's
time
probably
the timer
a
for
whole
resurrection
lot
might be
to actually
long.
Make sure you're keeping track of throughout this
Yeah.
entire activity.
There's a lot going on in the activity from a moment perspective. We have a bunch of different wave types, augments, different squad compositions and different bosses as we're seeing, and augments there. So really, like, build is king. Like, you're still shooting bad guys, using your abilities, using space magic, but it's all a matter of like how you use it in each situation. Like, maybe you want something more offensive when you're fighting a boss,
Yeah.
or
Claw of the
bring in that
Witness.
spark and rift. But when you're in the ADU, you might want something that'll help you hunker down.
Actually, too, no, we're on that subject of augments.
It's literally
somebody
just
mentioned
a
yesterday that was pretty
giant,
cool with boss augments as kind of the levels
shrieker.
continue to progress.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit
It's
about those?
just the
So
giant
we just did augments
shrieker.
now that had.
How many
active
giant
points
shriekers have we
spawning in
fought?
LVR.
Like,
And what that does is that calls in turrets that will eventually come and help us out. If we call both of them, they'll all activate, and that serves to kind of get some heat off of you,
Yeah.
and just overall kind of help. Like, these are level 3 turrets. You see them in blue. They're looking really nice and spiffy.
Yeah. And again, you were saying at level 3, the fire rate also increases?
Yes,
in the
fire rate, health, and damage increases
It's not
for
bad to
them.
have.
But they cost 6,000 scrap, so you're going to need to save up a lot.
Okay.
I think it's 12,000 scrap altogether for like going from level 1.
Can you just roll that leftover Shrieker Eye into some enemies, maybe, just for the... Oh, it fell off.
Where'd it
Never
go?
mind. All right.
it fell.
Yep. No.
The void calls.
All right, so what level are we on now, out of
That was-
curiosity?
we're on wave 20.
Was that 20? Okay, cool.
Wave
Awesome.
20 ice.
Man, this is going well, honestly. Yeah, I will say.
It's wave 50,
especially
right?
after
Yeah,
yesterday,
wave
we learned
50.
That Noah is one of the most dangerous to ever wield the 2 thumbsticks out there. To all the PvP streamers as well, go ahead and challenge him openly on the internet.
Hey, I go
Yeah,
flawless. Check my KD.
Yeah, that's right.
I thought you were the gilded one.
I don't want to brag, but as a 4 times gilded flawless, I'll let you guys brag for that.
Hey, I'm a brag too. I got Riven's Bane back in Forsaken. Petrol's run, that was tough. All my Riven's Banes out there, we know what's up.
Oh.
And
Bro, I don't have people like I don't have I can't find like a group to do Petra's run because everybody just either dies or or like in my case I have fallen off so hard that I can't get my old get new gear to even stay alive long enough to do a proper Petra's run. So well, there goes that dream of going flawless. Also, for anyone who's new to Destiny, or even Destiny rating, just always say, like, if someone dies first, just say, well, there goes flawless.
Dados. Y'all got it.
There's a chapter of everyone's dream journal dedicated to that particular time in their lives, obviously. Drop the Bungie ID, they're saying. Perhaps, I'll leave that up to him. That is his...
Oh, I can do it. No, I'll do it. Check my raid report. Check my dungeon. Hey, I'm there, bro.
Noah is ready, honestly. He's prepared for this moment. Let's see here.
So new ADU, new location?
Yep.
Yes, well, that's something I neglected to mention. So every time you do a boss, you will actually change locations. And let me just buy something real quick, save money. But the defenses you pick, like that you placed before in your previous locations, those will still be active. So that means that you building up your defenses over time. You obviously can't upgrade these since they're not at the location you're on, but they will help you when the waves get harder. So you having a level 3 turret or level 3 decoy somewhere, that will actually help you out, and you'll be able to take aggro from the waves. Like we see, hey, the turret right there doing damage to the knights. That it all kind of helps that feeling of feeling like you're the vanguard and the last city, like you're helping to defend them. these emplacements are permanent and not just temporary.
I would assume they were.
really digging
I
your edges and
I would assume
okay,
they were
okay.
permanent. And
Well,
also,
we'll put that on
bro,
the list of things
that's
chat
a
didn't
that's a
see.
meme
We get a
moment.
veto,
Whenever I have
that's the
to,
one that everyone gets to forget.
whenever I have to do
That
public
doesn't happen.
events
Everyone
or
makes
Also, too, actually,
Wrath of the
in
Machine,
chat
that's literally
asks,
me, like,
are
just
the rewards going
bonk.
to be tied to the wave you get too? Now, I know Noah kind of mentioned this a little bit when he was referencing the coil earlier, but obviously there's between the level 10, or pardon me, the 10 wave and the 50 wave versions. What's the reward story for each one?
So in all the activities, every time you beat 10 waves and you beat the boss, you'll get a chest. You'll
Okay.
get rewards.
So every 10 waves,
Yep.
you get, okay.
And then in the challenge mode, there's a normal and the hard version of those. In the normal version, you get a normal chest all the way until the last wave. You can beat the final wave.
Yeah.
You'll get double rewards.
Oh, okay.
And then if you play the hard mode,
Yeah.
you get additional rewards in all the waves.
Excellent. Okay.
And so there's some little surprises there too. We might have along the way that.
no, mounts.
Excellent.
I remember I used to love
Go
Gambit.
ahead and try it a few times out. Maybe there's an additional variable thrown in there from time to time. Excellent. Yeah. Also, too, actually, Kurt Jones, 29, asks, how do revives work in this activity, both between normal and legend?
So that's
Oh, yeah.
actually a great question. As we see now, there is not. Oh my good lord! Give me a second. Give me a second.
What a great time.
Oh,
to think
great,
quickly.
Tormentors.
The Tormentor on your doorstep.
I can answer that for Noah. Noah, take down the Tormentor. The way
Oh,
that revives work is like in the first 2 sets,
Yeah.
darkness is off. But when we get to the 3rd set, we
Yeah.
turn darkness on.
And
so
extinguish.
if you all go down or the ADU goes down, the activity's over.
That's it.
Hey.
So you just take the rewards you got for the 2
And in
bosses
Legend,
you got?
that's on by default.
Yeah, you don't lose rewards.
Makes sense.
Every set you complete, you'll get rewards.
Yeah.
But if you're halfway through a set and you fail,
Yeah.
that's it.
That's it. Just take your lunchbox and go home.
Yeah, well, you can hop right back in the playlist. Or
That's-
hop right back in with your friends
Yeah.
and try again.
Which is what I'm gonna do, frankly. Honestly, when this was getting developed behind the scenes here, and as we were kind of getting a sense of what Into the Light was gonna be, I gotta tell you, just the I don't know, the ability to just go ahead and keep diving back in, testing new builds. I'm sure I'm not the only one who has every single one of their loadout slots filled with some hyper-specific loadout that I'm deeply in love with in its own way. And so I feel like this is the exact right time to go ahead and just continue diving in and just bolstering those loadouts to begin with the Brave Arsenal, which again we'll be talking about next week. Don't you worry.
Yay!
But also, too,
I
it's
might
just
watch
to
it
see how
live
they
since
can-
I
they
don't
can
have.
thrive in
I'm
environments
on
just
break.
outside of, even as difficult as GMs can be, find something that really pushes it beyond that standard level that we're used to.
Yeah, and you're going to need to be ready for a lot. We're trying to throw a lot of variety at you, right? There's
Yeah.
some combatant factions that you're going to be facing in the Fallen Hive that can randomly be in there when you start the mission. There's the multiple defensive locations, and there's like the progression of the waves. There's augments. All these things are kind of working together in concert to test your ability to coordinate as a team and in your build game too.
Excellent. Also, too, actually, Optimal Pickle in chat, wonderful name, I might add, is also curious. I know we just talked about scrap gathering, obviously, and how everyone kind of gets their own purse. Are you able to gift that scrap to other people, or you just get your own purse as a result of
You just get your own
Give the
purse.
scrap,
Yeah.
but you can both, if someone places something else, you can upgrade it.
Oh, okay,
You
got
can
it.
coordinate.
Got it.
Your spend.
They can drop the level 2, you can upgrade, or they can drop the level 1, you can upgrade it to level 2. Nice, very good. All right, that
Interesting.
communication is going to be.
We wanted to keep it simple and fast. We didn't want to have we did a lot of work to make sure it was as streamlined as it could be because currency can get complicated if
Sure.
you're not careful about it.
in the heat of battle, honestly, yeah, it's like a sweeper bot,
Nobody
whatever.
wants
Yeah.
to open their wallet and be like, "You got a 5?"
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Can you break 3,000 scrap? Is that?
I'm getting shot here.
That's right. Just a little bit. It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ghost will help you out with that. Let's see.
We're getting up there in the waves, and they're getting a little bit more beefy.
Yeah, you guys are murdering your way through. This is going great.
Another thing I really appreciate about Onslaught, other than the fact you get lost in it, is
Yeah.
this is just going to be a great place to go.
Yeah.
And just if you want to do bounties, if you want to do triumphs, you've got
Yeah.
things you want to level up, catalysts,
Oh, man.
just hop in Onslaught and chill. And
Yeah.
You'll be able to really tear through a lot of enemies and
Hear that, everyone? You can leave the opening gates of Grasp of Avarice, finally.
Please.
or
Shirochi,
Shirochi, you don't have to farm there anymore.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and in some waves,
Bro, that was the oh god, that was a throwback and a half, Shirochi. I hated just grinding on Shirochi just because here's the thing, grinding on Shirochi is not the problem. It's putting up the wish well codes to access the freaking encounter. That took like nearly like a long time.
Really like hard. In other waves, like you've just got a bunch of guys coming down a hallway. And you unload your supers, unload your ammo, and it feels awesome.
Yeah.
Really like have that peak power fantasy.
Yeah, it's also too.
Cool for
you're getting
a finisher.
Some cred in chat for your ability to dispatch champions. I don't know why people are asking about a Bungie dev fighting champion mobs. I don't know if that's a reference to something, but you'll have to remind us in chat. I don't know if I recall that moment necessarily.
Oh, I know what they're talking about. I'm telling you, I'm that guy. I'll drop the Bungie ad. I don't care, man. Check me out.
I believe you, honestly.
I envy that level of confidence.
Yeah,
I'd be dead.
I hide in the background. I have my name in game is just Andy, and I hide amongst the field of other Andys with all of our little hash numbers at the end of our name, honestly. Though if you see the one with the dead man's tail, you know that's me for certain.
Great weapon. One of my favorites, honestly.
Yeah.
It's so good.
So stylish.
It's just like my favorite gun in any video game ever, honestly.
Dead
Really,
Man's
really
Tail
good.
is such a it's
Though
just a
again, we get
fun
along
gun
pretty
to
darn well.
use,
Okay,
especially
we're
and also
back
last
on
word.
the pyramid ship.
Yes,
Also,
every 6 waves, actually, you're gonna...
6, thank
well,
you.
on the 6th wave of each thing, so 6, 16, 26, 36, etc.
Okay.
You will take the fight to the witness and have a cool little encounter that's, it feels like an action movie. You and your team get to run down against waves of combatants, in this hallway, and then there's an invincible warden at the end, and the only way to dispatch him and move on is you have to dunk in the wrist.
Palate cleanser.
Oh, and he pushed me.
Little breather.
Yeah.
Bruh.
The waves.
Also, too, actually, Jerome, from a lore standpoint, from a mechanic standpoint, obviously this helps, make sure that we're pushing forward in the activity and we've got an appropriate challenge. But why are the Guardians able to go ahead and even head back into these pyramid ships to go
It
ahead?
took us a long time to gain that power.
Yeah.
And now it's sort of permeable. It can go both ways, right?
Yeah.
The Witnesses' forces are much more able to access our space, as we can see, right? They're in the middle of Midtown. But we are also able to access their space more.
Yeah.
So it's a double-edged sword,
Yeah.
so to speak.
They opened that door. Now they can't take
That's
it back.
right,
The
yeah.
Guardians are going to be in there emoting and meddling and having a grand old time. See? There we go. Let's go ahead and flex your raid emotes. It's all right.
Honestly, that's a really cool
I
like
say that bitterly jealous because I don't have it.
fashion. Destiny fashion. Let's go. That's some good Destiny fashion.
Oh, my lord.
Yeah, it's starting to get spicy out here.
All right. Let's
Yeah,
lock in,
darkness
guys.
is still not up yet.
Sorry, we're just making it more theatrical.
Yeah, we totally aren't trying to. It's super easy.
I just know I'm going to turn a corner and there's going to be the cursed thrall, like,
I know
there.
very well. Well,
you see it.
Oh. All right.
All tab.
All tapped? Okay, all right.
technical
I was about to say,
difficulties
Oh, I got all tabbed again.
I was like, as
that
it turns
building
out,
seeing
yep,
behind the
everyone,
screen.
Yep. Also, too,
we
just
go.
for everyone's awareness, too, we're here live in the dev environment. So what you're seeing is obviously a quick peek behind the scenes. But yeah, we're obviously working off of a dev build right now.
it'd be like that. It'd be like that.
Doing the finisher appropriately on the thralls.
My favorite is the quick draw gunslinger.
Bro, this is the reason
I
why.
actually just bought it.
This is the reason why I
The
play
one
with
that Teddy
controller.
does, The twirl around his finger? Oh, yeah.
I was like, I need that, so I'll give up anything.
I got it. I think it was it Guardian Games last year where you got the chair to go ahead and just send them flying at 1,000 miles an hour.
It's hard to beat the
Never
chair.
gets old. Yeah, absolutely never gets old.
It looks like Ashley and Clayton are just carrying me right now. They're going crazy.
I mean, it is their job to be good.
I mean,
They are
they've been
crushing
doing this
it,
for
yeah.
months. They don't really have the technically
Streamer
world
moment.
first, but
Yeah,
Yeah, we're the
that's right. Yeah, in our hearts.
no, it really that's going to be for players, right? We want
Yeah, certainly.
all of you to be able to hop in this again. Yeah, this is
It's like when I saw the black screen, I was like, wait, is that me? Like, oh no, it's
all of
the
us
live
here
stream.
behind all of you out there, all of our guardians, our community.
Yeah.
So, yes, thank you. We're excited to be able to get you all buffed to take on the witness.
Yeah, honestly.
Oh.
It's it's not going to be easy. Obviously, just another
You have to work.
opportunity to equip everyone. Obviously.
Something I wanted to mention, just to get a little peek behind the curtain when it comes to our friend Sweeperbot here, is he used to be the best decoy in the game, better than all his other tiered variants, because there was a bug where only the broom would take any damage, and as we see, he's really skinny, so he was basically nigh untouchable.
Functionally immortal, Sweeperbot.
Oh my God.
Must be nice, obviously, just to have your Horcrux or whatever it is, right? But it's just his broom this time, as it would turn out.
We fixed it though.
Yeah, it's fair. All right.
Yeah.
It'll live on, again, another thing that lives on strictly in our hearts.
Yes.
Also, too, out of curiosity, Vadar477 in chat asks, will there be, like, if you have just 2 people on your fire team and you want to go in solo, is there a private mode you can dive into this with?
I believe if you hop in the higher difficulties, you can do
Yeah,
that.
excellent.
Yeah.
Very cool. All right.
Yeah.
So everyone out there that wants to really challenge themselves, maybe attempt to solo all 50 waves?
Esoteric. Come on, Esoteric. Come on. We believe in you. We believe in you.
Legend
Let's go.
solo.
It's Esoteric. Let's go.
Like, obviously that's what solo means, but can you be legend on solo?
Someone's got to do it.
If my teammate on the social media team, Mitch, is out there watching while on vacation, so don't you dare be working, I think he's got that challenge cut out for himself as well.
Hey, I've learned not to underestimate the Destiny community at all. Especially like in Mission Whetstone, I thought it would take a lot longer for people to
Yeah.
do that. That was quick.
Yeah.
Bro, we as a community, we
underestimate
did
Guardian
the
the same as the Witness at our own peril. So obviously, none of us want to do that.
we did the Lifeball raid,
players' hands on
like,
April 9th.
Yeah, of course.
like in what, 4
What
hours?
strategy
Like
to come
we
up
did
with.
it in
As
4
we see, we
hours.
have another augment here where you are killing spark hoarders to spawn a spark, and when you dunk the rift, it actually does a chunk.
And when I say we, I
of
meant like
bosses.
the
You're looking
world's
at the
first team.
At the health bar at the bottom, you'll see it does a decent amount. So when you get to bosses that are a little chunkier, these
Yeah.
are ways to do extra damage to them.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, okay.
Great.
Not too shabby. I am also, I'll say it again, I'm so bitterly jealous I don't have Buried Bloodline right now. Like, you're making it look so good.
I was going to have to carry you.
It's good. It's a good gun, especially if you're on other subclasses. It's just free devour plus the catalyst. You get devour and weaken pretty much on.
Right, super.
It's also too
There
maybe
we
a small
go.
thing, but my personal favorite, just if I had to pick a champion mod, and I know it doesn't work like that, but I do have to give credit to anti-barrier, because it's every single barrier. It doesn't matter if it's a Hive Knight shield, doesn't matter if a Taken Vandal goes ahead and puts their shield up, or if a Hobgoblin goes ahead and cloisters up. Like, it's just like, I'm sorry.
Let's go,
God, this
Eververse.
works for you.
Okay. No.
What happened? Stream view moments, obviously.
You have no idea. Okay, you have no idea how many times I fell during the Callus boss fight. It was horrendous. It was horrendous. I died to falling more than the boss himself. That is just sad.
So is this the final boss encounter in the pyramid for this particular wave?
Yes, for this particular wave, I think we're on wave 30.
Yes.
Which means we're on our last wave, which is
Here we
take
go.
the fight to the boss.
So it's
Again.
definitely a little bit beefier than the last 2 bosses.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
30. It's 30. Okay, that makes
One
sense.
form trial.
Here we go.
There we go.
So, and also too is that dunking mechanic that does extra damage to the boss. That's just is that like a modifier that kind of gets randomly added with each particular boss?
That's one of those augments, yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So there's no guarantee you're going to get that one necessarily. Nope. Even better. Excellent. All right.
Guys, let's do the emote. No.
All right, let's keep running more waves. Also, too, actually, I saw a question pop up in chat. Again, I apologize. I missed the name. Twitch chat is moving fast, but thank you to all you Guardians for joining us. Is there any kind of a timer present in this activity, or do you just get to dive in and take your time?
The only timer is actually present in the purchase phase. We want to kind of keep that fast-paced flow going.
Yeah.
But otherwise, we just have the timer ticking up to see how long your session has been. But yeah, there's no timer. We're not counting down like 10 minutes to beat a whole wave or something.
The only real fail condition is the fire team alive and is ADU still standing?
Got it.
Is it
and again,
still
once the ADU
standing?
is gone, that's it.
That's it.
Okay. You lose on wave 1 somehow. That's it.
Generally, we want to be pretty clear about our failure conditions. We don't want to stack.
Yeah.
A bunch of oh, you have to do
That's fair. There's like a A and B and a C, nothing like that. Okay. And again, you're only defending its one ADU that kind of will transition.
only the current ADU. It will move with you.
Got it. Okay, thank you. That's perfect. Also, too, chat, I see you asking for information on the loot to show us what weapons are on the way. Tune in next week. We'll have plenty for you. I can promise you that.
Oh yeah, next week is about the weapons. Okay.
Yeah, Shax is, if you go into the lore, Shax is working with some folks, some characters from the past.
That's right, yeah.
And also opening up his private reserve for our
I haven't
use, so-
I haven't
So is
seen.
this
I haven't
something
read.
Shax
I haven't
has been
read.
sitting on for a while, or has he been working on this behind the scenes?
Well, there've been
I haven't read the
some-
lore on
some
Shax
weapons
like in a
that,
while, so I don't know what he's been
have been
doing.
frowned upon in the Crucible.
Yeah.
And but now's the time to bring those out.
Yeah.
Anything
Vanguard
that-
outlawing stuff is not something we have time for at this point.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And if it's dangerous, Now's the time to bust it out.
all the better.
You know, high risk, high reward. That's how I see it.
And we, if anything, are facing down our biggest risk in the Witness so far, obviously. So making sure that Shaxx goes ahead and opens those coffers, nothing short of generous, I'll say. Just. Do you have improved ability regeneration right now, or are you just that good?
That's what, I feel like you're
say
not
that.
hearing me. I'm that guy.
Let me see. Let me see the stat. Let me see the stats on the.
No, maybe play
Let me see the
that
stats on the armor. Let me see. Let me
Sometimes I
see.
Not even sometimes.
What's your
Sometimes
intellect
I
at the
get
moment?
off Work and
What's your
immediately I'm
intellect?
like,
Okay, never mind.
I think there was
That
a
was
was
on
there,
me.
Noah, by the way, and I'm not sure if you saw that. That's,
But I immediately get on and play. I do raids and dungeons. I mean, I've been doing a lot of the coil recently.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
my,
Raids and
my-
dungeon.
my dad and I end up playing this game a lot, so basically every single day after work, it's just like us texting each other, being like, hey, so when are you hopping on? When are you done with dinner?
That's fun.
I imagine we'll probably more so do the easy modes, but I've got my Nightfall crew I'm sure I could dive in here with. Although, honestly, I think at this point he's more loot paid, my dad, than any of us, so I think he'd have no problem diving in here.
That's awesome to hear. That's what Destiny is all about, right?
Yeah, it's a
Bringing
lot of
people
fun.
together.
Yeah. All right, things get pretty intense. Let's see. Out of curiosity as well, I'm not sure if we can mention this one, but is Tom, is there a light level increase with Into the Light, or is this still at 1830? I believe it is.
It is at the current power.
Current power.
Current power,
Okay.
8.
All right, that hasn't changed.
1830. Okay.
Thank you, Nikki Knight.
I'm still 1800 because remember I haven't played Destiny since Lightfall release, so like a year ago, or
Nice.
months ago.
How much scrap you sitting on right now?
I was on 5,000.
Okay.
Oh, that's too late.
Scrap for cash.
Scrap
I wasn't
for
playing
cash.
though. You guys on the narrative
department.
Honestly, that is, I want to say obnoxiously good. It's always like, man,
We appreciate that.
These guys are just stealing our job. Want to write tweets? No. All right. This is remaining intense, and again, we're still fighting the Hive. We were fighting the Fallen earlier.
Oh my, please.
So there will be multiple sets of the Witnesses' armies going ahead and chasing us down in this activity.
Usually it's just one super run.
Right, yeah. For the sake of the developers' rules, went ahead and just swap that over just so folks can get a look.
You know it's getting harder when Noah stops flexing.
I know, right? Yeah.
He's actually
Okay,
having to,
there's a lot going on, you know?
There is.
Like,
Fairness. And I think also too, this is something we sort of touched on yesterday when we were doing our initial playthroughs, but especially when you get to these higher levels and it's not just kind of the the proverbial, comparatively speaking, walk in the park that the first few are. Like, you really got to keep your comms crisp with your team. You got to make sure that you're really aligning, not even necessarily your champion mods, but maybe sending your scrap to one part to really go ahead and stymie the bad guys there, so you can focus your attention, your
Moats.
abilities, your
We got
supers
moats.
on another
Moats.
lane. Actually, also too to that end, obviously the pyramids have been doing some terraforming, but Tom, when you guys were building that activity, how are you guys going about even changing these maps? It looks like you guys have changed the architecture in some pretty significant ways.
Yeah, so when we looked at these maps, right, we want to have like a bunch of distinct lanes for the enemies to kind of like attack the ADU from, and they give you like these fronts that you have to divide your attention across the team. So you really have to be like, oh, they're coming from the left, they're coming from the right. You take this way, I take that way.
Yeah.
And like a lot of times in these maps, they're great for PvP.
Yeah.
But they didn't have the lanes we needed, and the artists and the designers working together like, oh, like what if like the pyramids just like evaporated this building right here.
Yeah.
And
You guys are like, great, let's do it.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
and that really, so we had to open up some channels in here, and like that, we got the great, fictional context where we can be like, no, it's Witnesses Forces, it's not, it's not Todd.
Yeah, sure. All right, and also too, I'm getting some word from the Traveler in the sky. No, I hate to break it to you, but we have come to the end of our gameplay segment. You must return from your throne world.
I think I performed pretty well.
I'll be the first to agree with you, especially because I don't want to have to face you down in this activity. I want your help, honestly. When it
Yeah,
comes
we'll just
down to it.
1v1 in Crucible sometime.
Yeah, and also too is I think I think we can say that, but this is going to happen. We maybe won't say where, but this isn't the only location that players are going to have.
Yeah, yeah, I heard he mentioned
Noah,
like
welcome
a
back
different
from the
location.
Throne World. It's good to see you.
I got a lot of
Throne
tides.
World.
I'm feeling like Eris and I are comparable right now.
So you're going to turn into a hive? Never mind. I don't want to attempt turning into a hive god. That's fine. We'll leave that for your.
That's the
own
next
adventures.
expansion.
Obviously, that's true. Yeah, we'll see.
Next,
But,
oh,
no, thank you very much for taking-
did he tease we're gonna become hive gods? Huh?
walking us through that.
Thanks
And
for having
of
me.
course, for everyone here in Twitch chat, thank you for joining us. But before we go ahead and head on out, we obviously, this is just kind of the first look at what's to come in Destiny 2 Into the Light. Again, as a reminder, we're going to be doing 3 streams showing up all of this content that's going to be coming out, available to all players. And of course, before we go ahead and head off, Tom, you guys have all worked so heavily on this activity. Tom, we'll start with you. When Onslaught releases, when it gets in players' hands on April 9th, what are you most looking forward to?
I really want to see what players do with the defenses. I want to see
Yeah.
what their strategies are. I know Noah's got his strategies. I've got mine. Maybe mine are a little less developed than his. And just to be able to see. Also, it's a great time to get back in and play. It's going to be a great time to play Destiny. It's going to be new activities, tons of rewards. It's going to be fun. I'm going to be hopping in with me and my sons.
Yeah, that's going to be awesome.
Let's go.
Yeah. Jerome, as someone who's gone ahead and helped craft this story, to bring this to life, obviously, to make sure it fits into the Destiny universe so well, what are you most looking forward to when this releases on April 9th?
First of all, people getting absolutely hyped out of their minds for the final shape, and I want to see what builds arise out of this. It's a kind of a different strategic calculus than we've seen before, so I want to see how the players innovate and deal with this new challenge.
Strategic calculus. I'm going to file that one away. That's the narrative team, everyone. Geez, just making us all look bad. And of course, Noah, you've helped brick by brick put this together, this brand new activity. As someone who's obviously spent a ton of time playing it in addition to developing it, when it gets out into the wild, when you've got the chance to play it with your friends, what are you most looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to just getting my reps in, seeing how far we can get, especially on Legend. Get extra rewards, have an extra difficulty, just have fun with friends and trying to see, like Jerome was saying, what builds arise, what cool stories come out of playing things like this. Like we saw, you can have a big tormentor show up and all these different things. Those little emergent moments are what really makes Onslaught special at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And I'm really proud of what the team and everyone has done. I'm a very small part of a larger team. Teams are way better than heroes.
Yeah.
And
You're here.
Everyone has done such a great job building Onslaught and just curating stuff for Into the Light. I'm so excited for what's going to show up in these next live streams.
Awesome. Yeah, and thank you guys all 3 for being here today to represent the team and help us kind of, show this first glimpse at Into the Light to all the players out there. Obviously, it's pretty great to have you guys here, bright and early in the morning.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. Yep. All right, everyone. Well, I believe that's it from us here at Bungie HQ.
All right.
Quick reminder, again, we'll be back next week at the same Bungie
All right,
time,
March 16th.
same Bungie place to
Mark
see
it on your
even more
calendars. I'm
content
also going to be
about Light,
live
including
streaming
some
this as
returning
well.
Guardian favorite weapons, which you may have gotten a glimpse of today. A brand new look at an all-new social space as well that you can take your fire team down to, and even more information about upcoming rewards. Before we obviously set it off, I want to again thank our guests here for joining us today, to the entire Destiny development team who behind the scenes right now is working on this content, bringing it to life for all of us. Thank you all so much for your hard work. To Clayton and Ashley, our play testers in the back who went ahead and helped fill out the fire team. Getting some waves, there we go. Thank you very much. To the amazing team of producers who are here putting on the show, thank you all so much. Genuinely, it's amazing to have all of your assistants. They have the distinct difficulty of making me look good on camera, so believe me, their work is cut out for them. And to our team of moderators in chat, you're the real heroes. Thank you so much for your time. But in the meantime, again, reminder, we'll be back next week at the same time and place to show you even more content. But until then, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and we'll see you all Starside.
Let's go. Rise up, Guardians. Let's go. That was fun. That was kind of fun. That was fun. That was fun. You know what? Just a quick reaction. I already watched this, but dang, the trailer for this is just amazing. Our ghost. Bro, I remember when I first got my exotic version of Vostok. I'm gonna shut up.
We never talked about it. Why I brought you back. Why you were chosen. The truth is, I didn't know then. It was just a feeling. know now. After all we've seen, all we've lost, this fight might be our last. So I'm asking you one last time to rise.
The final shape. Eyes up, Guardians. Become legend. That brings back old memories. I'm gonna feel very sad when, you know, eventually, you know, the light and dark saga ends. All right, let's get back. Like I said, I have 8 years worth of stories to tell. Actually, you know what? Let's go here, because this is a new area.
Take it easy.
We're gonna find some chests, and we're gonna find some, you know, some things.
Take it easy.
Okay. Actually, I'm gonna check something. Give me a minute. I'm gonna check something actually here. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Actually, you know what? I'll leave the music on. Where is it? Here it is. Oh shoot. Okay. I have to get through this. All right, I had to check something on stuff, but yeah. Okay. So yeah. Thank you so much for watching, and yeah, thanks so much for watching, and yeah, I'll see you guys hopefully on Thursday when I'm completely free. So yeah, thank you, and bye bye.